The CCP's battle, their war against America, are not being fought with soldiers, guns, weapons, and are not being fought in China, but are being fought with influence, money, and power, and are being fought here in America. Now, given that threat, how do you think the U.S. government or Congress should act to stand up to the CCP's threat here at home in America?
Well, one of the main things that America needs to do is to reel back some of these overreach from government, as the federal agencies, either through regulations and a lot of the taxes, because so many times American businesses have had to go and move their manufacturing overseas just to compete. And so if we can fix our own regulation system here and then bring back the manufacturing and get back to what America first really means, then you're going to see those folks come back home.
100%. And then, one of the great things that President Trump did during his term, was that he started this historical awakening movement for American businesses that they realized that CCP is weaponizing the economy against our country. Now, I believe that given the murderous regime's nature and their oppression of Chinese people, aggression against America, I think it's time for complete and total decoupling with the CCP economically, technologically, diplomatically. And I think American businesses that have already begun to move their manufacturing base out of China under President Trump are resilient enough, are strong enough to wither through that and will be stronger after. Sir, what are your thoughts?
Well, I would agree with you 100%, because when you take, for instance, China manufactures 85% of our pharmaceuticals. Now, you may not be fighting us with soldiers, but at some point in a pandemic, perhaps, China could just say, we're just not going to send you anything. Now, that's manipulation right there. And that's a way that you see China across the entire globe has been effective at not using bullets and soldiers, but using an economic power, either to financing or actually just coming and stealing intellectual properties and taking it back home and manufacturing cheaper. Or in our case in America, like with these Confucius institutions going on, getting into our institutions and our higher learnings and our universities and demanding on having people on the board, demanding that so many students come through, and demanding what the curriculum is that's being taught. That's how their influence in America has we've really got to stop doing that and roll that back.